Well, my hobby pretty much is painting. Started out with drawing, and I kind of went from drawing to doing a couple of acrylic paintings, and then I went from acrylic painting to my medium that I love now, which is oils. And so I pretty much just had the regular, I guess, artistic story go on with me, and just like I started out doing one things, I started painting about 4 years ago. 4 years ago, so pretty much my entire college career I've been painting. Yeah.
How old are you?
I'm 24.
Do you have any specific color palettes that you like to use for your scheme?
Yes, I actually really like blues and very intense reds. So like I'm like almost on the opposite end of each. Like I love like the coolness of blues and the greens and the turquoise, but like there's something about like alizarin or alizarin red. I guess you would call it that. Yeah. I love comic books. So yes, I am an avid comic book collector. I looked at a lot of the covers, and that was the first thing that really struck me when I first saw the comic book itself. Because like I love the characters that are in comic books, but like the cover art is probably what made me really love comics and painting.
What are some of your favorite comics? Name 3.
Name 3? Oof. Okay. Well, my first number 1 is probably gonna have to be Punisher. Yeah, I love Punisher. Frank Castle is by far one of my favorite characters. He's a very tortured soul, and he's just like a non-superhero guy going against all these badasses. The other 2 would be Agent Venom. I love Agent Venom. The third one, oh man, it's just like having to pick which kid you love the most. I'm gonna have to say Nightwing, better known as Dick Grayson.
Here's an easy question: DC or Marvel?
DC or Marvel? Marvel. Yeah, Deadpool. One of the biggest influences to date, by far, bar none, is definitely Frank Frazetta. He is by far one of the best artists to come out of the 20th century. He did the covers for a lot of those fantasy novels that you see in the drugstore. The one with the building and the guy looking out toward the air temple. It's just because it reminds me of something that I would see on a cover of a fantasy novel. Took me a shit ton of time. So this one is my, I guess going in my macabre, different types of paintings. Very, very, I guess you'd say, scary. This one kind of sort of came out of a dark place. I was just angry. This one is definitely scary for me because this is straight from a nightmare that I had.
Would you say painting helps develop good physical attributes?
Yes, painting, yeah, painting does.
Would you identify yourself as white or black?
I would identify myself as both. Because, both white, black, and a little bit of Asian. Just because I have an affinity for technology, and I can hang out with the homies. I can also, I don't know, I like Alanis Morissette. I just played. Just kidding. Nobody likes her. One bad experience that I pull from to kind of gain a little bit of inspiration for my paintings is definitely a bad breakup. It's a very tumultuous time in your moment, especially, or a moment in your life, especially when you date a person for 3 years and at the beginning of a different experience. So yeah, it's definitely one of the things that I take and turn into something beautiful.